There's a moment when you realize that things aren't all right, that the cloud is lingering and you feel lost and almost alone in your unreachable hole of emotions. There are glimmers of sunlight that you just aren't ready to feel yet, and then you get that positive pregnancy test. That bittersweet, deep sadness that this isn't the baby that you were already hopeful for and you already carried so proudly in your being, but this is new hope for a new life, and that you're still so excited for, so looking forward to. You've felt this excitement before, only to be sideswiped by the reality that your baby did die. My angel pregnancy, I was so sick that there was something so clearly not right. I read all the articles. I thought it was just indicative of a good, strong pregnancy. But that baby died. Am I sick enough now? Am I too sick this time? Did I inadvertently kill my last baby? My sweet little baby. Why can't this baby be that baby? I continued to spiral into this overwhelming anxiety attack where I remember pacing my front room, desperately reaching for grounding, but I couldn't shut my thoughts up enough to even pull out the grounding tools. All that I really could grasp was that I felt I should have already been 4 or 5 months pregnant, and I should be happy about this new little life, and how both of these feelings were so contradicting in my mind. Then at around 6 weeks it happened. I had bleeding. Terrified, I called my husband from the bathroom. We went to the ER, a few ERs, but all were super crowded, so I decided to wait till the next day. All of my HCG labs were elevating like they should, and everything was okay on the ultrasound except some pockets of blood. The bleeding went on for about 5 or 6 weeks, on and off. But this set a tone for this whole pregnancy. I longed for the blissful ignorance that I had my first 3 pregnancies. I wanted so bad to fully enjoy this pregnancy without the what ifs and the constantly checking for something to go wrong, like I almost knew that it would. My pregnancy physically was uneventful after that incident. The baby boy was healthy, he was growing as he should, he was a thumb sucker in utero. He would hide in my placenta like all of my babies did. He was sassy and hard to get ultrasounds from. I couldn't feel all of his movements because I had an interior placenta, but he was healthy. Mentally, I wasn't okay. After my panic attack, the anxiety overall in this pregnancy was overwhelming and I could hardly sleep. The reality struck on July 1st when I was devastated at the idea that I should be holding a newborn baby instead of treading the uncertain path of this pregnancy. Although I was grateful, every day was a counted blessing, but a hope for the next day while fearing the worst that I have already experienced. I couldn't go through that again. I didn't want to be medicated. I wanted to be heard. I loved my midwife and my OB, but I felt disregarded as a patient, like my mental health didn't matter towards the end because I was so clearly not okay and my mental health was suffering. I felt like my pregnancy was more important than my mental health. I already knew things didn't need a reason to go wrong. I feared most for my own life. I was scared of dying. I was afraid that I got lucky when I didn't die during my miscarriage. I felt like I wouldn't be awarded such luck this time. That consumed me. I wanted my baby out. I wanted my pregnancy to just be over. I wanted to have the baby in my arms, both of us alive together. I needed these things to happen, but my mental health was not reason enough for an induction. After 3 weeks of prodromal labor, on November 13th, I delivered my sweet little rainbow at 41 weeks. I realize that I'm fortunate. I have my rainbow. I have my babies before the loss. I know I have not had the loss that others have had, and I want to make sure that I acknowledge that everyone's story is different. I'm grateful that my story has brought me here, and I hope I can help you. Please tell me how you think that we can do better supporting lost moms. What would you like to see change regarding pregnancy after loss? I appreciate your feedback, and thank you.